Monday, back on it, Monday, August 25th. This is going to be our first episode, so, bear with us a little bit. It might be a little growing pains, but we're going to get started. We got to start somewhere because we're going to end nowhere, So basically, we got Mr. Adam Sanchez here today, and you got myself, Mr. Pellum, and I use that word lightly, Mr. But today, we want to talk about a few things, but let me just get into what we're trying to accomplish here. And basically, what we're trying to accomplish is we're trying to get the word out. We're trying to get the word out for programs. We're trying to get the word out, the word of God. We're trying to get the word out to the best 8th grade football players in California, class of 30. We're trying to open up some people's eyes to some bigger and brighter programs that are being ran here at the Salvation Army. I think that people don't take advantage enough of programs and services and resources. So at this point, as I was like, I think we need to start us a show because everybody's on their phones. Everybody's on Facebook. Everybody's on Instagram. I get it. Like I said, we the Salvation Army here in Cathedral City. We got a bunch of programs in effect. A lot of programs about to start next month and in effect right now. So basically, we're going to get into it just real quick. I'll give you a little quick story of myself. I was born and raised here in Palm Springs. I was born in '72, so you know what that means. I was a part of it. Just as well as Mr. Sanchez here, he'll give you his history, but mine, I live on the north end of Palm Springs, and I'm living there now. And I decided, 8 months ago that it was time to, get my community together, get the kids in my community together, get the seniors in my community together, get the veterans together, get the homeless together. It sounds like a lot, but I do want to say this. The veterans are a part of our community. The homeless are a part of our community, no matter how we want to look at this. And the kids and the elderly are the ones we really need to be worried about because they kind of don't have that chance to be in the middle and figure it out. So I think that's where we bridge the gap. We bridge the gap by coming up with programs that's going to help them be successful and have more resources instead of just thinking they don't have them. So I think we want to use this opportunity with Desert Valley Sports to be able to come on here and express what's going on in the community. So we're going to be inviting people in. I'm inviting football players, community activists, pastors, kids, that want to just talk on, and we got to start getting them used to being on the mic, I think. We got to get used to them just being in front of people and talking the right way instead of being with their friends and talking the wrong way all the time. I just think that, at this point, somebody has to do something. And like my mom used to tell me, quit complaining about what other people are doing and join them. Be like them. Go do what they doing. If you want to fix it, be a part of it. And that's why I say, at this point in time, I don't want to complain. And that's why I went to Mr. Sanchez. We work here together at the Salvation Army in Cathedral City. He runs the after-school program. I do the sports, recreation programs, strength and agility, things of that nature. So, and then we talked to Mr. Omar about coming in, which is the owner of the Desert Valley Sports. And he decided that we would come in and try to get this going today. We didn't wait. We talked about it a few days ago and was like, man, let's just go do it. Let's try it. Let's put it together. Let's do it. And I went to Mr. Sanchez, like, man, what can we do? So I'm going to introduce, let him introduce himself. This is Adam Sanchez. He's the director of the after-school program. I'm going to let him, talk about the program a little bit.
All right. Thank you, Roman. It's been my pleasure to be a part of the Salvation Army now for just a month.
Yeah.
But it's been very positive. But, basically my background comes, I come from a recreational standpoint with a degree from Fresno State University.
Nice.
Studying recreation, administration, commercial recreation.
Right.
And basically discipline and youth and building programs.
Mm-hmm.
I was fortunate to come up to the Coachella Valley 20 years ago to work for the city of Desert Hot Springs, running their community services program.
There it is.
Which included working with the police department to create a police activities league for the young kids.
Mm-hmm. PAL.
Yeah.
That was a PAL. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See, they did it. Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Yeah. And so and the reason why is because whenever there's issues in the community with parents facing domestic violence or broken families, the police department is at the forefront of that. They're touching those families.
Yes,
right?
they are.
And the question is, who are they referring them to?
Yes.
You see?
Yes.
So the goal is refer them to us.
Yes.
Refer them to us, even if it's community service and it's the older kids.
Because let me pick back on you. Because there's a bunch of kids out there right now that just need some type of counseling.
Great. Yes.
Something.
Yes.
I mean, we all need some type of counseling. But there's some kids out there right now dealing with some stuff that they never dealt with.
Yes.
And I think that that's what you trying to really key on here.
So after working within the city, I decided I wanted to reach out and build up a better program. So I started working for the Boys and Girls Club at Desert Hospital.
Oh.
Yeah. So there now I really got the kids after school.
Yeah.
But more importantly, I reached out to a lot of the kids that are going to continuation school.
Continuation.
They're getting out of school at 12:30.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, and so where are they going?
Yeah.
Yeah, where are they headed?
You do your most messing up from 3 to 6.
Yeah.
I did.
So right away I decided, okay, the way you get them in is give them part-time jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Get them more 2 hours after school. Don't go hang out at Stater Brothers.
Yeah, teach them a trade.
Yeah, don't go out there and just be somewhat delinquent out there. No, come on over here. We'll find a position for you. Working 2 hours a day, but you're going to give back volunteer hours too.
Correct.
I mean, it's a give and take.
Yes, it is.
But the reality is, so many young people in continuation school, or even in regular elementary school, we wanted to make sure that we have a safe place, has culture, has structure. And so as we started building the program, we realized that we had the smallest Boys and Girls Club in the Coachella Valley.
In the Valley.
So right away, I started a process of building a health and wellness center in Desert Hot Springs.
Yeah.
It ended up being a $20 million project. It took 10 years. But as part of that program we developed, it was always based on education, reaching excellence in education.
Yeah.
Making sure we're working with the school district.
Yeah.
And that brings us to where we are at today.
Right.
With the new superintendent in the Palm Springs Unified. We're actually going to do a memorandum of understanding between us and Landau Elementary School.
Right.
We're going to start utilizing their resources, their teachers, their therapists, their counselors, in order to bridge a program where kids are coming now,
still bridging the gap.
Are in 4th grade, but reading at kinder and 1st grade.
That's an issue.
Yeah, so we're going to build a program based on excellence in education, bringing them in, getting them at the grade level, and at the same time, building discipline.
Let me say this though. If you, like we talked about before, I think if you have a reading problem, you have a problem in like 3-4 subjects in school.
Yes.
Not just reading.
Correct.
And part of the problem too right now is that the kids they're not writing the spelling words 10 times no more. Like I think I had to. My mom made me sit down. Yeah. I couldn't do nothing until I wrote those words 10 times,
or more.
Yeah, or more, And then also too, you had to do the vocabulary.
Yeah.
And I really think right now, today, I don't think they do vocabulary anymore.
They can do more.
So what's happening is that kids might know how to spell a word, but they don't know what the word means. So when I'm talking to a kid, it's going right over his head because he has no clue what I'm talking about. He's just shaking his head, yeah. Like he don't understand English, and that's the only, that's the only one language they speak. So that's why I said bridging the gap. I definitely think that's the purpose of what we doing. And I know for a fact, like your after school program, like you guys go pick them up, like you pick them up from school, they come over, they do a snack. I think they eat more than anything here at Salvation Army. I'm gonna tell you, they feed them in abundance. I mean, I've never seen a program that feeds them better than the cafeteria at school.
True.
That's what they do.
And dessert too.
And dessert too. That's what I'm saying. Like, and they get a couple of different variety things. The kids actually have an opportunity. I've never been somewhere where the kids will eat like chicken and rice. They'll eat like you know, what is it? I think they had the other day. I think they had spam, spam and eggs. Like you know, so they were totally out the box. You know, but I wanted to touch base on like what kind of like activities they would do like after school. I think we can get into like maybe what the
Sure.
good news program. So like on what would be a like an average day like for after school?
Well, the great relationship, like I said, we're building with the Conference Unified is that we're only 100 yards away.
Yeah.
So every day after school, a parent only pays $50 a month.
Ooh.
Okay, that's $50. In order to get, you know, they get a nice meal, but they get to stay here from 2:30 all the way to 5:30.
$50 a week?
A month.
$50 a month?
A month. And it's all about value, but it's all about us reaching out for those students who are the neediest and need to really develop themselves.
I spend more than that at Starbucks.
So we'll pick them up.
No, I do.
We'll walk them over, and once they're here, of course, we're going to make sure they eat well.
Yeah.
And then from there, we're going to go into the classroom and talk about respect, discipline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Character.
Character.
You know, helping each other. You know, respecting teachers, respecting parents.
Ethics.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's all about building a culture.
Right.
And so then at the same time, we get to see what kind of homework they have and who their teachers are.
That's important.
It is the early stages, right? So we find out who the teachers are.
That's because school just starting and getting back on.
Yeah. Just getting back
Try
on.
to get a relationship.
And so at the same time, we're going to get into the arts, whether it's painting, music, you know, get into all the art programs that are available because we want to expand their mind.
Right. We had even talked about doing media like this, trying to get them involved in this. Everybody don't want to be a football player or a basketball player. You know, somebody might want to be an actor or, you know, we got to introduce everything to them.
Yeah,
everything.
Show them other disciplines.
Yes, sir.
And see where they fit in.
Yes.
You know, where are their values? You know, where are their strengths also? You know, and at the same time, the best part of the program is when we amplify on sports and recreation.
Yes.
See, that's where the discipline and the character comes in.
So
you know, it's a team effort.
Yeah.
But when you add the discipline of sports, recreation, social networking with these kids, understanding that you know they need to value that culture.
Yeah, man.
And they also
they also need to know that everybody got somebody to answer to.
Yes.
You know, everybody got to follow the process. Nobody's bigger than the program. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's how we can come in and you know we pray before we get started.
Exactly.
We pray at the end, and we give them some type of spiritual guidance based on what that day consists of.
Right.
We try to do that. Like. And there's nothing wrong with that. And if anybody's getting up in the morning thinking that the first thing they need to do is grab their phones and look at, you know, what somebody posted, they wrong, you know.
Right.
We got to start teaching these kids. The first thing you got to start thinking about is putting 4 feet on the ground and saying thank you.
Yes.
It's that simple. And then after you say thank you, make your bed.
There you go.
Then the next thing is it might be trash day. Right. So that's how we ask the kids, what day is the trash man come? If they don't know what day the trash man comes, guess what? Adam, me and you got a long road ahead of us.
Well, they'll learn quick.
That's what I'm saying. They got, and that's what I'm saying. Even when they do sports, and then we out and I'm coaching, and then I ask the kid what day the trash man comes, and he don't know. That's I'm telling you, it's gonna be hard to teach that dude how to tackle. It's gonna be hard to teach him tackling a man running full speed, or hold the ball like this. Do it like this or stand like this and, you know, like that. Because no one has never sat down and put them into perspective on when I tell you to do something, this is what you do.
Yeah.
So then on the same token, when they go to the classroom, that's what they say. After the summer is over, you send them to their real parents, which is the teachers, because they spend 8 hours a day with them behind a desk.
Yeah.
And that's what we teaching them. We teaching them how to sit behind a desk and do what you told. Right? So that's what I'm saying. We want to be out the box a little bit over here. So when they come over here, you are going to get the discipline. From the time they walk in the door, you're going to get the discipline. If you're not right, you're going back out the door, as far as I'm concerned. And when you come in, I mean, you're going to feel good about yourself because you're accomplishing something.
Yes.
Whatever you said you thought you couldn't do. And I always feel like this too, Adam, is that some kids don't have an opportunity to call somebody a coach.
Right.
You know, you hold a different role than I would, you know. When they see me in Walmart, they're still calling me coach.
Right.
I don't even think they know my first name. Because when they say coach, you know, coach holds a title.
Right.
Like coach is going to hold you accountable.
True. Yeah.
You know, I'm a parent, I'm the pastor, I'm all of that. I'm about to hold you accountable. You know, and I know we're doing the after school program, but I know right now we're trying to facilitate a few other programs as well. And I know for a fact, like, we're starting the indoor soccer program.
Right.
It's going to be exciting. And these are the uniforms here. Look, we got socks, we got shin guards. I even got gloves in there. So we're going to be doing indoor soccer. We'll talk more about that. We'll put up a QR code up on the screen, and they can go on and lock in and get all the same information we talking about. They'll be able to go on the screen with the QR code, see all the programs and stuff. Yeah, and sign up right there. That's what we're trying to do. So basketball, now the soccer program is going to be 12 weeks, all right? And that program is going to be $75. That comes with the uniform equipped. And you said the after school program was $50 for the month.
Yes.
So you're saying $125, they can do the after school program for a month and sign up for soccer.
Yes, sir. Don't get much better than that.
No, it don't, because any of the programs that they signing up for right now is $300-400.
Yes, sir.
I'm just telling you.
Exactly.
So we were able to get some funding and some stuff together to make our programs low to no cost. Low to no cost is where we're trying to go. Not saying that, you know, we don't want you to pay something, because let's talk about this for a second. It is a buy-in.
Especially when you talk about parents. Parents, part of the program, even our program,
Yeah.
I expect parents to come in and volunteer when we do Harvest Festival, Christmas. Any event
Backpack
that we do.
giveaways.
Any event that we
The
do.
galas.
Yes.
The special needs proms.
Because it has to be a buy-in program with
Yes,
parents.
it is.
So we require them every month to
Lead
meet
by
with us.
example.
And even the students are going to be meeting quarterly for a conference about how we're educating, how we're extending our programs to build up that literacy.
Yeah.
Because it has to be a win-win for both.
Right, and we got to be able to sit down and talk about how we can get better.
Yes.
You know what I mean? As a community, like I'm wide open for suggestions. You know what I mean? But people are always coming up to me going, "Roman, how can I help the program?" And then I give them something like, "Hey, man, like here's the thing right here. You can volunteer."
Yeah.
Where they at?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to talk about it, but as soon as that time comes, you know, I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, that's almost starting to sound like church, ain't it? It's starting to sound like the word too, though. People run from it.
Right.
People want to run from it. But didn't they say, Omar? He said, "I want everybody to touch me. I want everybody to touch me." You know, that's why I can't wait to get to work, because I feel like we can facilitate so many different resources. You know, again, we have the active senior program. That's where the seniors can come in and get active. Like, they walk 20 laps in there. That's a mile. We'll do some strength and agility stretching. I mean, like today we did basketball and we did noodle soccer, you know, and then we stretch real good. And then we talk about some health and wellness. So there's some things really going on. And then we're adding karate starting next month as well. We also have pickleball. Pickleball is on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Basketball season is starting for the kids. You know, those have uniforms as well. That program is going to be 12 weeks. So we have an opportunity to be able to do some amazing things with our after-school program, as well as our recreational sports programs. You have an opportunity, your kid can get picked up. After that, his homework should be done. He should have some athletic training in there as well. He was fed, and now he's picking up you're picking him up, his homework's done. Now you can go home and focus on being a family a little bit instead of having to sit there and do 2 hours of homework, getting home at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, cooking. We know, we all been there, you know, and so that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to help provide some services. And again, us coming in here with Desert Valley Sports is huge. It's big. Here, hold on, let me grab my hat. Hold on. It's big. Put my hat on. I'm putting my hat on because it's caliente. It's caliente.
Agua.
You know what I mean? And you know why else too? Because it's hot outside. So it's caliente. Vamos. See, that's about all I know too, though. Rapido. Yeah, that's all I know. Yeah. But again, man, and Adam, you got anything else that you want to talk about just based on what's coming up?
Well, I'm just going to say that the whole community of Cathedral City, Palm Springs, the whole valley is one big city. It really is.
It is.
Whether you're from Coachella or Desert Hot
It
Springs.
don't matter.
Yeah. So we provide programs for the whole Coachella Valley.
Yes, sir.
You can be from Coachella or Indio or
Yes,
Palm
sir.
Desert. So we welcome all families,
Yep, sir.
all cultures.
All cultures,
And we
all
want to
families.
really focus on providing services that provides the value at
Yeah.
a reasonable cost, but at the same time, we're creating an environment where children grow, they develop. You know, we're going to send them to the middle school. You know, we want them, when they get to the middle school, we want them on a successful path.
Develop it. I think that's the
Sports,
word you said.
recreation.
Yeah.
It just, you know, so our goal here is to develop these young minds
Develop.
so that the future is going to be bright,
Mhm.
you know? And there really isn't a program that has the value that we have, with the staff that we have, and the professionals to really direct the development of young minds.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at.
And when you bring them here, you're not bringing them to like high school students that's teaching them a program that they just learned from somebody else. No, these are people who have 15, 20 years involved in it, you know?
Right.
Just like this plaque I have back here is from 2004. And I was saying some of the same things on that plaque, you know, and that plaque is from the Desert Sun. And I was at a program in the north end of Palm Springs. And if I look at that plaque right now, there's 4 people on that plaque that have passed away. They either got killed or four different reasons.
Right.
So what I'm saying is that like we got to start really trying to think about what we're doing and how we gonna do it.
Yeah.
Because ever since Corona, there's a bunch of programs that went away that was working that didn't come back.
Right.
Okay, and that's when we start showing the kids on how it was easy to just have strong thumbs.
Yeah.
You know, getting on them games and these computers and stuff. Well, last time I checked, you couldn't have strong thumbs to get into college.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what I mean. We need to figure out what we're doing with the programs that were working.
Right.
Let's get them back on. And I think that's what we're doing. And that's why when they start saying, well, no, we putting basketball in, we putting karate in, we putting pickleball. You know, this is what we're doing. You know, this is what we're doing. Look, my guy's calling me right. I'm answering this. Bobby,
What's up?
what's going on? I'm actually live right now. Yeah, and they can hear you. I answered it. That's exactly why I answered. This is Bobby. Bobby, Hype Sports. Yeah, I'm on. That's what we doing.
Sign
Yep.
him up. Sign him up.
Sign him up. Yep. We live right now. I'm live right now with Desert Valley Sports on the mic. Yep. And this is Bobby from Hype Sports. This guy right here. You want to say something, Bobby? Say hi. Say something. He ain't gonna say.
Man, well, you can't put me on the spot like that, man.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna answer my phone.
It's
See,
showtime, man.
that's what I'm saying. When important people call me, I'm answering. See, that's what it is. I'm answering. I know because I got it programmed in my phone. I know for a fact, Bobby, people don't have me programmed in their phone because they not messing with Desert Valley Sports and Roman Pellum
Right.
and these programs like we do it. So let me finish up and I'm gonna call you back.
Yes.
All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's Hype Sports. So basically what that is, that's Fox Sports West.
Nice.
That's Fox Palm Springs.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what it is. We getting phone calls from people like that who trying to get in here and get interviewed. And you know, and that's just what it is. And that's what we're trying to create. We're trying to get more of our community in here to have more voices.
Yes.
You know, more kids and more voices. What I did want you to touch upon just real quick is the whole, like, maybe the good news part. Remember how they do the good news?
Yes.
And I know they get out early. And what is good news?
Well, the good news is basically that, you know, we want to pray and have blessings for everybody.
Yeah.
Meaning whether someone's homeless, someone's sick, but at the same time, the culture of it is the kids to develop the discipline and the culture to be respectful of one another.
Yeah.
You know, one another,
Right.
student to student.
Right.
Okay, then you have the student to the teacher.
Right.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, they're learning parts of the Bible that involves, you know, praying, giving back. You know what I mean?
So all the stuff that they do in the good news it has to do with a structured process. Like like it has to do with patience. It might have to do with dealing with others or something to that effect. Ooh, I'm tired.
Right.
There's something to that effect.
Yeah.
And I think the kids get an opportunity to like talk about it.
Well, it's about building faith, having faith. Okay, so, you know, a lot of people say to themselves, well, I can't do it. Well, you know what? I don't have the resources. But if you have the faith and you
Right.
have the guidance,
Right.
and you got individuals that
Yes.
are helping you and assisting you, that's what they need to believe in. Having faith, in blessings, and
Yes.
praying,
Yes.
and knowing that they're never alone,
Right.
and there's others around them.
Yeah.
But have faith in what you're doing, and you'll be successful.
And I heard something the other day. Omar, check this out. I heard something the other day that we was talking about. If you remember, be careful for what you ask for.
Yeah.
And I heard that. You ever heard that, Omar?
Yeah.
Be careful what you ask for, though.
You might just get it.
But if you praying for patience, but it might not be the way you want it though.
Yeah.
It might be something that take you all the way left.
Right.
Because it was patient. You needed to figure it out though.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying is that I think our blessings, anything that I've ever lost in my life, I'm just now starting to figure out that it wasn't for me.
Right.
And I probably touched $1 million 2-3 times in my life. You know what I mean? Now look, I'm working at Salvation Army, trying to give.
Right.
But I've received way more blessings now that I've been here 7 to 8 months than I probably have in the 53 years I've been born and raised.
Right.
Because I got to the point where I stopped worrying.
Yeah.
I started praying more.
Have faith.
And my thing was either it's only two ways. Either it was going to pray or I was going to worry. For some odd reason, worrying wasn't paying the bills.
Yes.
It was just stressing me out. But who said to me that I couldn't be a success? It had to be me. The people around me gonna tell me what I want to hear. That's why they my friends.
Yeah.
I need people to hold me accountable.
Right.
So then what I did was I started letting God hold me accountable. When I started holding myself accountable with God and God holding me accountable, other things started happening, even for my kids, even for my wife. Just our relationship changed. So I totally feel like that's why this show needs to come too, though, because we got to start getting people in here and they got to hear it. Because like men could turn on TV and go watch The View or watch Oprah. You know what I mean? What the man have? He want to sit on the couch on Sunday and turn on his favorite NFL team. I'm not gonna say any names because everybody's team ain't good,
Right.
but mine. I'm a Bears fan. Y'all know it. Don't forget it. You already know what's up with me. Bears. Go Bears. Bears and Bears. Anyway. But if you are a Dallas fan, a Rams fan, or a Raiders fan, you're probably one of those fans because that's what you grew up with. And those come with certain things, And it's I feel like at this point in time we need to stop worrying about the material things and start worrying about what we're gonna do to get our kids back on track.
Yeah. Talk about youth development.
Yeah. So the same way you wearing that Raiders jersey and you banging that Raiders jersey or you banging that NFL team or that baseball team, and I need you to have that same energy with your kids in the class, at home, you know what I'm saying? Before you send them to me as a coach or a developer.
Right.
Show them something.
Yeah.
Show them something. Because when he asked me to go to the restroom, I go in there behind him and I got to clean up.
Yeah.
So I can imagine he probably got all that junk up under his bed and all that other crazy.
Yeah.
Don't know how to run the lawnmower. You know what I mean? Don't know how to take the trash out the night before. Like I think men are dropping the ball because they letting their wives and they female friends raise their kids.
Right.
So then they come to a program and they meet a man.
Serious.
Somebody who's serious about them developing.
Yes.
And then now it's too much. Now they want to pull them out the program and take them somewhere that worked for them. But it might work for them, but they're not getting nothing out of it. Trust that. I see them all the time. I see kids that come from my program, go to other programs. I see them 2-3 years later, and I'm still going, come on, man.
What's the development?
Yeah, but the problem ain't the kid, though.
Family.
The problem is when the kid get in the car and go, I can't stand that coach or I can't stand that teacher. They always go, you know what? Forget them, man. You ain't got to listen to them. And it's not. But they get them in the car and they drive them right back.
Right.
So it's contradictory. Mom, you was just talking about how bad about this dude. But you going to go drop me off to him for 8 hours?
Isn't that something?
So we need to, and then when I come confront you as a parent about your kid, you need to have an open door too, though.
Right.
Right? Instead of having an open mouth,
yeah,
have an open ears and open eyes.
yes.
That's what I need you to have as a parent.
Yeah.
And stop dropping them off to me thinking I'm going to pull a rabbit out of my hat.
Exactly.
And let me explain something to you, dads. If you come to me and your son says to me that he wants to wear number 66, that's already telling me we have a long way to go. That's telling me that you was a lineman your whole life. And now you want me to teach your son to be the quarterback or the running back. The same thing about in the classroom.
Right.
You never learned it when you were in school.
Yeah.
But now you want me to create something to make him learn it, but you don't make him learn it at home.
Yeah. And that's probably the biggest challenge. It's our challenge also, but it's a challenge to develop the families.
Yes, sir.
You know, and even when we understand that, you know, we live in challenging times, especially with the education system, you know, with work and with trying to advance our lives. But I think what's important now for the young people through our programs is to make sure that they understand the word respect.
Oh.
I can't tell you, I've seen kids in 5th grade, I ask them, what does it mean to be respectful? And they'll just look at you like they're looking like a deer and what, respect, is that actually a word?
Yeah, what is that?
What is it? I mean, so for us, you know, it's developing the word respect and the meaning behind it.
Yes.
Because that one word alone, being respectful and helping others, will change their lives more than anything else that we do.
Yeah.
It will. And it doesn't seem like much, but it impacts their overall development. It really does.
Is the after school program, I think it's one of the cheapest ones in town.
Oh, it's the best value and best price anywhere in
And
Coachella Valley.
And we're faith-based.
Yes, sir.
On that faith. Yeah.
We're faith-based.
Yeah, you're getting that.
Yeah, and the faith-based is basically reassuring them that, you know, there's much more to life, man.
Correct.
There's just much more to life.
Yes.
And let them develop and embrace it.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
Let's see how it takes them forward. And it's only better to build a human being that's going to be successful in life. Because they need it from different avenues.
Yeah. They're going to go left whether they want to or not.
But at different avenues, they need to realize that that's going to take them further than anything else.
Yeah.
Whether it's sports, education, working for Amazon.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No matter what their job is in the future, they have to
have some
understand
type of work
that type of
ethic.
respect and work ethic and culture. And that's what we provide. And families, they'll see it eventually with us.
Yeah.
And they'll say, gosh, you know, you guys are actually saving these kids' lives.
Saving.
You are saving their lives down the road by making positive decisions that's going to impact their lives. And they'll think about Roman. They'll think about Adam. They'll think about, wow, there were people that were giving us that guidance.
Yep.
And that's what we do.
Never forget.
So we're going to work with the parents too, because they also need a little bit of help in how to bring that together.
Yeah, they need more than a little.
Well, but we're there to offer that in a very, very professional.
You know, because I had got to one point where I had gave up on the parent. That's just me. Yeah. I had gave up on them, man. I felt like, you know.
We try. We do our best.
Yeah, and then you talking to the kid, and then you ask for a parent meeting, and then the parent, as soon as the parent open your mouth, you be like, oh, come here, kid, just give me a hug. I see what you got to deal with at home. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's another thing. We got to really know the kids we dealing with.
Yes.
Like, know the situations with what's going on.
Yeah, it's a challenge.
Yeah.
But it's about, you know, building a future.
Yes, it is.
And it's not always about, you know, what's it going to do for us in
what's
the future.
It going to do for me?
It's about what's going to help these young people, their families,
community.
And then you add the whole community.
Yeah.
And when you hold the whole Coachella Valley in there, we are on a path for success.
Yeah. Here, you know what? And I'm gonna build it like this. Like, we have to get us to an opportunity to build these kids to be good citizens.
Correct.
Okay. And then, you know, let me put my hat back on. Caliente. I'm gonna have to keep my hat closed. So look, Adam, I appreciate you coming, you know, and letting us know about the programs. I know we're gonna see more of you. We'll start getting some of the other staff in here to talk about the programs as well. The teachers, maybe we talk about the art, show some stuff, and kind of show what we do. And we'll start showing some ads and some commercials and stuff of what we got.
But just remember one thing. We're right now at a level, we're going to be the first nonprofit working in the Palm Springs Unified with an elementary school to do a memorandum of understanding where we're going to work in partnership and level all the resources that the school has. Because we're an extension of the Palm Springs Unified School District. You got teachers there. I know there's teachers that have over 5 or 6 kids in each grade, whether it's 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. that are reading 2 or 3 grade levels too
Oh,
low.
yeah,
They're they're too low.
for sure.
In the district, all they say is, "Wow, yeah, we understand. 82% of the kids in Landau might be Hispanic, but majority of that, they're 2 grade levels behind."
Mm-hmm.
So when I talk to the new superintendent, I say, "What else can you do?" And he goes, "Well, what do you suggest?" So here I got him to buy in
Yeah.
and make the promise that he will create the first one.
Excuse me.
But I bet you, in another year or two, you're going to see something else similar with other nonprofits. They're going to see the results.
Of course.
They're going to see the grade level. They're going to
Copycats.
see they're going to see the discipline. They're going to say, well, what's going on over there at the Salvation Army in Landau, that they got a program now that's excelling beyond anybody's imagination and dreams. And the superintendent, he realizes it's a task on them also because it's something new. But you see, if you ever read books, especially if you ever read about Kobe Bryant
Yes.
and the Mamba mentality, it's all about taking a system to a whole different level.
Oh, different.
And I'm talking about to a level that isn't out there.
Even working out
That's
6
where
times
we are
a day.
right now. We're at the edge of taking a program between faith-based and school and taking it to a level that hasn't been seen in the Coachella Valley. That's what drives me, and that's what drives all of us to make it happen.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And that's Adam Sanchez here at the Salvation Army, director of the after-school program. And you know who I am. My alias is the Mommas Boi. I didn't even tell y'all. But, that's my alias. This Desert Valley Sports, again, man, my alias is the Mommas Boi.
Yes.
To Salvation Army. You know, tap in and tap out. I'm always in it the same way. Tap in and tap out. We open like 2 hospitals.
Yes.
You dig?